stories be told. Putting in that work every day and night. Jason got the spotlight, keeping it tight. Reptile keepers rise, making impact. Breeding them beauties, never looking back.
What's going on, YouTube? Have you guys ever done some like hit up a morph market auction and unexpectedly bid on some and you win it? That's what happened to me. Thankfully, I got extra enclosures laying around, so we're gonna go ahead, give this one right here some TLC, get it ready, and I should be getting my new animal pretty soon. All right. So if you don't know, I used to have, or I still got chihuahuas and stuff. I'm getting out of the new cow stuff, so I'm using all my old enclosures and gonna repurpose them for different animals. Decided, you know what, new cow stuff ain't for me. You know, I like things that hunt, and a lot of new cow don't like to hunt, so it just wasn't working. You know, like I said, the reason I fell in love with reptiles was the predatory instincts. Love seeing them hunt, love seeing them going to pounce on that cricket, that roach, that worm. My bones don't jump when I see them licking up their smoothie. So it is what it is. But as I'm sure you guys seen these enclosures all around. You can find them everywhere. They're good for the price they are, but you do need to do some DIY with these things, right? I've already silicone these when I first got them, but I've had issues with crickets. Crickets can get out of these right here, these little spots that you see all the way around. So I do have some stuff that I'm going to use to cover all that up. And also it helped me boost my humidity, because I had issues as well with keeping decent humidity in there. Like usually if I don't spray every day, it'll stay around 40%. So now I needed to aim for like between 60 and 80. So I got some ideas on what I'm gonna do for that. And then also these holes for the new animals I'm getting may be small enough to fit through those. Not sure yet. We'll see when they come in, or actually when I go and get them this weekend. So, but other than that, we're gonna go ahead and get to work. All right, so it's all gutted out. Now it's time I gotta go ahead and clean and scrub it and all that good stuff. So this is what I use right here. This F10 SX XD. It's like a 1-to-10 ratio. That's what I use for cleaning all my enclosures. Works out pretty well. Put it in a bottle of water. Make sure you label it too. You know, some folks don't label it stuff. I just put cleaner right there. I need to probably redo it because it's been, so long. But got one for cleaning, pink head, and then regular water, white head. Makes it simple, so you don't mess up and accidentally spray your gecko or your animal with too much sanitizer. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, knock it out. Then we're gonna start adding everything back to it. Got some pieces of wood I like, branches, all that good stuff, but I still need to make a trip to the store, find some good plants. So we'll probably record that too. Not sure. We'll see. Maybe. All right. So like I said, I have a little idea. So I got these right here, like little cork mats. It's one big mat. I just cut it up in different pieces. So plan is go ahead, pull it down here, have some heavy weights to keep it down, redo it, or then start on the next one after that's flattened and nice and good, and just do it on all three sides. Hopefully it works. We'll see. But and I think it'll give them some extra, the sticky toe pads, something different, like I said. So this will give them some ability to use the outside of the parts of the enclosure as well. So hope it works. All right, we'll let that go for a few hours, then I'll start on the next one. All right, we back. So it's been like a little over 24 hours, as you can tell. Different shirt, different all that stuff. So this is what we got for right now. Like I said, my main goal was to cover up all these slots so crickets don't get out and possibly the animal don't get out. So now we can go ahead, do what we gotta do, put our layers in. I did get a plant, so hopefully this plant works out. We'll see. And I got my cork, my sticks and everything like that. We're just gonna design it. Hopefully it looks good. We'll see. I did get a LED light, some UV. I'm going to switch out to UV because I already don't like, I hate these bulbs, but I have some laying around, so I'm gonna use them until I get my other ones in. I like the linear bulbs, but those other ones that you see, like from like Zoom Ed and all them, I have a few of those laying around. So for right now, I'm gonna use those until I get my new shipment in. So let's go ahead and knock this stuff out. All right. So of course, we're gonna do this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do all the way bio, putting springtails and isopods in, because I'm not sure how well they will stay in here. So I'm not sure. We'll see. I may test it out, I may not. But honestly, it's probably just gonna be a temporary setup until I've talked to maybe my PVC guy and get something I really like. I love PVC. I love good quality PVC, good thick, take a good beating. As you can tell, I do have a bunch right here behind me. That thing's been going for a while. Like, I love PVC. The only thing about that PVC I don't really care about is the maintenance of it, really, because when they poop, especially like your arboreal geckos, like chihuahuas and all them, they love to poop. As you can see, they love to poop on the glass, and then it gets down onto the PVC, and you gotta get like a good wire brush to scrub it out. If you can't just wipe it out because it just kind of stains it, so you gotta put some little elbow grease into it and start, you know what I'm saying? So it's all good. Like I said, it's most likely just gonna be a temporary thing, but we're gonna go ahead and just go ahead with it right now, and in the future, upgrade. It's always about upgrading. Get an even layer. Put it all in there. Just make sure all even. Nothing's like really standing up above anything else. This is just to help soak up any excess water that goes through the substrate, So like I said, I'm not a big time bio guy. So most of the stuff I keep is aired anyways. So I have only a little bit of tropical stuff, but you still got to do it. Otherwise, it's like you get like root rot and all this other stuff. Root rot and whatever else. I said, this is just some window screen. Got it from Lowe's. Real cheap. So I love this stuff right here. This is like I use this on top of like cocoa coir and peat moss or whatever else, sphagnum moss, make a big old blend. But for like much more higher humidity stuff, I'm gonna probably just go straight this. I may add a little bit of that mix into it, just kind of bulk it up. But right now, let's see how much I get out of this, and then we'll see what happens. Where's my damn food there? Let's see. Yeah, I definitely think we'll probably add some of the other mix into it just to bulk it up. Like I said, I do have a plant that I'm going to put in here. All right, yeah. So I added a little bit more, cover up the back of that mesh, but also the back is where I'm gonna probably put the plants at. I have more substrate in the back than I do in the front, kind of have it going angled. So now we're going to kind of play with the scaping, see what we get. So right here, I put this right here just because that's where my UV is going to be. So there we go. So that's where the UV is going to be. So we'll go ahead and put that right there so they can bask right there. I'll probably have a plant back there because that's where the LED will be. And then we're going to start throwing all these different things. Just give a bunch of sticks everywhere. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll find those. And so this is the plant I got. Already washed it out, washed everything off of it. It's been chilling for a few days. So let's go ahead and do this. I said I got this from Lowe's. Lowe's actually has some pretty decent plant section, Let's see here. Now, so I got an idea. So let's just go ahead, take all this back out. So I put this plant back there. And then, it does have good roots. So hopefully this thing lives. I'm terrible at plants. I do not have a green thumb at all. I'm surprised that damn pothos is still living. So I wonder if I could take some of those off and put them in different places, just so it's not so there. I think I'm gonna do that. All right, so kind of final product right here. Probably will. Well, I am gonna add some springtails to it, just because I can. But if you guys have a guess on what I'm gonna put in here, put it down in the comments. Pause it right here. Put it down in the comments. Let's see if you get it right. Which I don't think anybody's gonna get it right because everybody knows me for geckos. So trying to guess what it is, it's gonna be hard. And of course, like, being bio, it has to go through that, was it the nitrous oxide or the nitrous stage? So of course it's gonna get all nasty and fungusy before anything good actually happens in there, but it is what it is. So I think I'm probably just gonna throw some powdered oranges in there since I got a ton of them. So I just got into isopods, so I do have a few different cultures going on. Of course, powdered oranges, I got pineapple spikies, dairy cows, red pandas. Anything else? Yeah, those 4 right there. And I actually got my friends actually gonna send me some more of different stuff. So catch me at the show. I'm gonna have me a bunch. But other than that, all I gotta do is spray this thing down, call it a day. I got a better spray. I just didn't feel like getting it, so I'm just gonna do this real quick, get it going, set it up, and in a few days I should have my new one in there. Just getting it all ready for him. And her, don't know what it is. It's a baby, but we're gonna go from there. Nicely, and I think what I'm getting, I think it's gonna be an excellent pet. So that's one reason I'm really getting this as well. Is I think it's an excellent candidate for a pet reptile, especially a pet display reptile. You guys will see it. Definitely something that's way off the path that I'm used to, because most of my stuff's nocturnal. I only have a few diurnal animals. That's my toad heads over there that don't want me to touch them at all. And then scorpion tail. But other than that, everything else I have, nocturnal. Spray. And from what I'm reading from this plant, you only gotta spray it maybe like twice a week. But we'll see. I live in Arizona, so I may have to do more. And I did put like some tape up top so I could keep in some of that humidity. And then hopefully by covering these up, these little slots, I could keep the humidity up even more. So we'll see. But all right, YouTube, we back. So today we got a new edition. So of course, frogs start going where I want to talk. That's all good though. Like I said, I've been looking at the species for a while now. Probably ever since I've been watching Mike Tatula for a hot minute. But when he started bringing these out, I was like, piqued my interest. But I never really made that move. But like I said, you get on Morph Market. Oh, there's an auction for one. Okay, let's go ahead, put that max bid, and let's see if we win this. And they're winning. Thankfully, the guys locally. Actually, I'll put his thing up here. I believe it's Owen's Vivarium. So he's local to me, lives out of Tempe. So thank you again. So let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. So let's see here. It's all fogged up, but hopefully he doesn't jump. Please don't jump. Yeah. So Takydromus dorsalis, Japanese grass lizard. Really cool. I guess from what I've read and Wi-Fi on YouTube, it's they're pretty docile towards each other. I've even seen where they put multiple males in there and no aggression. I don't plan on doing that, but with these ones, you can't sex them right out the egg like you would the smart genus. Smart genus, like the males have like the brown stripes on the side. These ones don't. So I'm gonna wait for this one to kind of grow up a little bit and see how thick that tail base gets. They said usually by the tail base you can tell if it's a male or female. If it's thick, it's a male. If it's thin, it's a female. So we're gonna start off with this one. Now I'm gonna reach it back out to Owen probably in the next 4 or 5 months and see if I grab me a few more. As soon as I can figure out what this one is, then we'll go there. Most likely I'm trying to get like maybe 1.2 going right now, see how I like it. Like I said, I do think they are a great pet and they're so small. So when I got them in, it's going to be plenty for them. Like I said, This one, still a temporary one, even though it's big enough. I want something that's PVC, keeps humidity in relatively easy without me having to spray every single day. So, no, but for right now, let's go ahead and get this guy into his little enclosure. I'm gonna spray it down real quick before I put him in there, and then we're gonna go ahead and do it. All right, got this thing all sprayed down. Let's go ahead and get this guy, get in there, let him roam, explore his new home. Come on, little guy. You're interested? There we go. And with them, they feed on at this size, very small insects. So pinheads, even say 1/4 inch, and they even take the diet as well. So like the crested gecko diet. So if I can't find really small crickets, I can always substitute with that. Fruit flies, black soldier fly larvae, all kinds of different stuff. And before you even think about making an escape, let's close this. All right. And so this one right here, this is a 16-16-24. So I got the LED up here, got a UV right here, but like I said, I'm gonna get the T5, the linear ones. I like those better than these ones. I just had this on hand for right now until my orders get here, but we'll see how he enjoys it. And so now I'll probably end up feeding him tomorrow with everybody else to let him kind of get used to his new digs for right now. But other than that, if you guys like the video, comment, subscribe, like, all that good jazz. And I should be uploading a lot more. I do have a show coming up in October, so I'm recording that. I'm going to be doing a tour of my friends to my buddy spots, actually, and I'll be doing those in October as well. Yeah, so like I said, comment, like, subscribe. I will be posting a lot more. I got things in the works. I should have some unboxings coming up next month as well, and some tours, like I said before, and a couple some expos to go ahead and show off as well. All right, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.